Hi guys, welcome back. Tuplex here. In our previous episode, we upgraded our copper line to use electric furnaces, and we also set up our first solar panel array. So the next steps that we need to take here are to upgrade this yellow belt to red, and I am making some red belts right now so that we can get that done. We'll have to make a lot more. That'll get us part of the way. And then we also need to double up on our mining drills. So I think this would be a perfect time for us to set up our logistics supplies area. Let me grab some more concrete while I'm over here so that we can extend our walkway. And we'll set up an area to make belts of all three types, yellow, red, and blue, as well as underground belts and splitters. You know what, I probably don't need that much concrete. Let me just grab a couple hundred. My inventory's starting to get pretty full. I'll drop this coal off over here. Do I need more yellow belts? I think I do. Grab those. Okay. So we'll, like I said, we'll set up an area to make logistics supplies, and we also need to make an area to. We also need to set up production of solar panels. So we'll do all of that now. We'll probably take most of the episode. Let's make some more factories. I don't need to carry all these batteries around, so let me drop some of those off here where we make accumulators. What else do I have? I've got a ton of smart inserters. So we can drop those off. Stone furnaces, I don't need it all. And I have a lot of ammo, but okay, that's okay for now. I should put some lights down here. Forgot to do that. I'll make a few more lights. Okay, so let's clear some trees. I'll do these first few like that. And I think we can make poison capsules now. Yeah, see, if I hadn't gotten rid of all that coal already, I could be crafting some now. Let me grab some more coal. Okay, and I think we'll use poison capsules to clear out some trees this time. Okay, so let's start expanding our walkway here. All right. So poison capsule. You can see that covers a pretty wide range compared to the grenades. You do have to wait a few seconds for it to start working, but you can see it's quite effective at clearing out trees in a large area. You just have to be careful not to go back inside that poison cloud until it disappears, because it will hurt you. Okay, and I'll throw another one over there, and another one up there. And that should be good for now. Okay. All right, so we want to make belts, underground belts, and splitters. So let's look at our recipes. Transport belts we know already need gears and iron plates, so we can make those exclusively from iron. Underground belts take those same belts and more iron plates. And splitters take belts, plates, and electronic circuits. So that means that we're going to need a setup where the belts are in the middle and the splitters and underground belts are on either side. So let's start to lay that out. And I do not have a specific layout in mind, so I'm going to kind of be doing this on the fly. Now normally for underground belts we do gears and then the belts themselves. So I'm just trying to think here. Because we need iron plates. Actually, all three of these need iron plates. And we need gears. Okay, so let's try something like this. Okay. If we run iron plates like so, then this one can make the gears. This one can make the belts. This one can be underground belts, I suppose. Guess it doesn't really matter which. And this one will be splitters. And I don't need that one. Okay, and then we just need to bring circuits up for the splitters. Actually, let's make this one the splitter. And we'll make this one underground belts. That way we don't have to run the green circuits as far up the chain. All right, so let's get some iron up here. We'll put some inserters down. Grab some more of those. Now these are going to burn through resources pretty fast. This has, well, it doesn't really matter how fast these are because they need so many belts that this guy's not going to be able to keep up. So we know that we need, actually, you know what, I really want two. So let's put a splitter here so that we can have two inserters. But now this one can't get iron plate. I wonder if I move this farther away. Need to figure out a way to get iron plate into there. Now we could do something like this. This was underground belts, right? Yeah, I think this will work. And then we'll put a box, or you know what, I'll just put a provider chest. These are going to need to be all provider chests anyway. Okay, I think this will work, and then that way this will be our stock of yellow belts as they come out. And this needs iron plate as well. So we'll pull one from there. Let me put some power poles in here. Make sure we get all these inserters covered. Yeah, let's put that one there. We'll put that one there. Put a light. Oh, okay. I was just trying to see what I'm missing here. I'm missing iron going in. And this one needs iron going in as well. So we're going to have to put that power pole there. Okay. All right. Now we'll make a couple more passive provider chests. For that I need steel. I changed my mind about that. I'm just going to make that a regular chest. And I'm going to limit it. And the reason for that is because each of these also needs to feed into its red counterpart. We'll replace these with smart inserters once we have our logistic network set up. Okay, so now we just need to get green circuits up here. There we go. Okay, so now we're making yellow stuff. And what I'll do is I'll load a few stacks of yellow belts in here just to kind of help out. I'm not super happy with this. It's not the most efficient way to do this. I would really prefer to have a better way to get gears in there, to get gear wheels in there. Alright, so let me shut this down. I think I've got another idea that could work. We could use okay, yeah, I think I know what'll work now. Alright, so let's just run this belt up like that. We will put the underground belts here. This shall make gears. In this way we can bring in 2. And we have upgraded our inserters, our stack size. So maybe this will be enough to keep this fed with gears fast enough, even though we're just using one relatively slow long-handled inserter. And it looks like it is fast enough. It's running full speed. Yeah, so that's fine. Awesome. Speaking of that, let's upgrade that again, because more is better. Okay. That to me is a better design. I don't have roboports up here yet, which is why I'm just limiting these. Once I get a roboport so that these chests are part of a logistics network, we'll change these to smart inserters, and we'll limit it based on how much stuff we have in the logistics network. Okay, so let's add some lights, and let's look at red. So red transport belts need more gears, and they need yellow transport belts. Red splitters need yellow splitters and gears and circuits. And red undergrounds need gears and underground belts. So we're going to need, for red, we're going to need a lot of gear wheels. So I wonder if it might not be better to have a couple factories up here making nothing but gear wheels and then feeding them down, because these do not need iron plates. Yeah, so let's set up 2 machines making gear wheels, and actually we'll do them like this. Okay. We can probably start. Yeah, let's start doing robot speed and cargo size. And we can start doing purple research here pretty soon as well. I just have to set it up. We already have the technology available. Okay. So we'll set that up there. We'll set that up there. We'll set that up there. Okay, so this is going to be red splitters. This is going to be red belts, and that's going to be, red underground belts. As I mentioned, these each need mini gears. So we'll just set those up like this. Okay, we're going to have to upgrade our iron output here pretty soon. Okay, so this is going to require inputs from there and from there, from there and from there, from there and from there. And this one also needs circuits, just like its friend over on the side. Okay, so we need to get circuits up here as well. So let's set that up. So at this point in the game, we're really dealing with one constraint after another, right? We did kind of this quick startup to get our research going. And now pretty much everything that we try to make is revealing that we're running short on some resource or another. So I think a lot of what we're going to be doing in the next few episodes is expanding the output of stuff that we've already set up. Right, because we're running out of iron, we're running out of circuits because we're running out of copper, or we're filling up with plastic. We haven't set up advanced refining yet. There's a lot of stuff we need to, a lot of housekeeping type of stuff that we're going to be having to work on before we can get much further. I do want to get red belts set up though, because that is pretty important. It's an important part of that expansion, I should say. So So this is time well spent right now, I think, in getting this set up. All right. I'm just waiting for my provider chest. Now, what do you need? More gears. Yeah, and you can't get any gears because we don't have enough iron coming up here. So what I'll do for now is I'm going to put that splitter there so that both of those lines are going up here. But we're definitely going to have to add more smelting, upgrade all of this to red belts or blue belts. Otherwise, we're just going to constantly be short of material. Okay, one more of these. All right, so again, I'm just going to limit these stacks manually for the time being. And until some of these boxes get full, we're just not going to have enough iron coming up here to do the job. So actually, let's put some more limits here. Let's lower the limits here so that we can get into the red stuff faster, because that's really what I want right now. The yellow stuff I don't really mind too much making manually. We can manually add some belts into these. Okay, so once these boxes get full, then these guys will stop producing stuff, which will allow the iron to get up there for the gears so that we can start making more red logistics. All right, so speaking of red logistics, I'm going to change my tool belt around a bit. Let's see, we'll put those in there. Grenades we'll put in there. Turrets we'll put right there. Yeah, so I'd like to have basically the identical setup of red logistics items down here. So that way when I want red, I can just switch belts like that for the red stuff. Okay, so we just need a lot more iron right now. Okay, let's see if we can set up solder panels quickly here that need steel circuits and copper. Let's check our power. I think we're doing fine on power. To be honest, I don't think there's really much value in adding more production here since we don't have the resources to handle it. So I think we'll wrap up this episode now, and then in the next episode, I'm just going to focus on getting a lot more smelting set up and upgrading these belts so that we can increase our throughput and have enough material down here for everything else that we need to make. Because right now we're just starving, and we won't be able to get very far very fast without taking care of that. So that'll be in the next episode. That'll do it for this one. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.